Vicky here. So today I am working on getting the ninth raised bed installed and also filling at least one of the raised beds with some soil. So this is a soil mix that I have talked about in other videos. It's essentially that star green flower vegetable soil mixed with perlite, mixed with mushroom compost. So I kind of initially set to work by filling in this raised bed here on the bottom. I had installed this one a long time ago. I think it was the second bed I dug a hole for. Um, and this is where the water issue in my backyard started to become apparent because there is a couple inches of standing water in the bottom of this raised bed. I don't at this time know how to solve for that. So what I did is I just put in extra perlite to help with drainage, at least at the top. I'm not sure. I think I'm going to work on researching some water loving plants for the surrounding area to help draw moisture out, especially from this bottom row. So, if anyone watching this has any suggestions on some moisture loving plants that are going to be good in the southeastern United States, please let me know. Um, but I did get that done. The ground is very soft, so it was a challenge to kind of walk up and down the hill on this day, just because it was so moist. So, because of this water issue, I decided that the rest of the raised beds that I have to install here, I'm going to do much further up on the hill. This does make them at a steeper grade, which then I have to figure out how to solve for. Um, but the closer that the ground is to where kind of the wheelbarrow is right now, the soggier it gets. So the lower part of the slope is just not stable enough for this, in my opinion, my assessment, my unprofessional assessment of the situation. Um, so I'm putting it a little closer to the top. There's now only about maybe a foot and a half or 2 feet of space in between that and the previous raised bed, which is not what I had hoped for. I wanted to have 4 feet in between just so that as plants, got really big and bushy, I could still easily walk between them, pick things, set down a basket, whatever. But stability of the hill is pretty important. So that's just where we are. Um, so I dug out what I could and then I evaluated to see how level it was. As you can tell, it was not level. So um, there wasn't a whole lot of soil that I could really dig out of the hillside to help with this. So I decided to dig from the top and then use my handy dandy bucket to carry that down the hill so that I could help level it some to the extent that I could and get it, kind of packed in there and solidified. What I will say is, I don't need these raised beds to be perfectly even or level. I need them to be level enough so that the soil doesn't fall out. And that goes for both the top and the bottom. The bottom part was part of the issue here. You can see there I am filling in again more around the base of this. So I do need it to certainly be at least stable enough that the soil I put in doesn't fall out, but I don't need it to be perfect. And I'm not sure that I have the skills necessary to make it perfect. So imperfection it is. But I did get this one dug in. The grass clumps that I removed to help dig a space for this is what I put in between those two raised beds on that column, because I want, hopefully, for those grass clumps to survive and then their roots to help fortify the hill. That's really what I think these native grasses are doing is their root systems are a bit more substantial, and I think they are helping hold together this and likely also helping to prevent the water issue from being worse than it is. So by digging into it, I may have inadvertently caused my water issue to be worse myself. So whoops. But then I got more used cardboard boxes from the garage, and I'm putting that down in the bottom of this one and the bottom of a couple more further down on the hill. I also grabbed a piece of dead wood from the top to solidify the bottom step on this staircase, because the ground was so soft I was really struggling to climb up and down. And then I just contemplated my life choices because, um, you know, 2 days after a rain, it should not be so soft that I can't walk up and down the backyard. I really need to figure out what I'm going to do about this. So then I went on ahead and filled in the raised bed with that same mix that I've been mixing. Although in this one I did run out of perlite, so I have vermiculite instead. Hopefully that'll be fine. um, I will be honest and upfront, I'm not 100% sure what the difference is, but let's hope for the best. So I got that started, and I did have to do a little cleanup. I decided to add some more vermiculite in there because, again, we're dealing with a water issue, particularly in this lower row of the raised beds. And I really want to the extent I can, help with drainage. Although I think I can also just water them less often. So we'll just have to really see how it goes over the course of the summer. But this is what we were able to accomplish today. And until next time, bye.